So it's really important that we understand what a character is. So a character is just the person in our story. So I would say a big character we have is Opal, right? A plot. So a plot is the main events in a book. So most books have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So I would say right now we are still in the beginning of the book because we just finished reading chapter 8 and there is 26 chapters in this book, okay? So we're not even halfway done yet. So I would say we are still in the beginning of the story, the beginning of the plot. And a character trait, we've talked about this so many times. A character trait is something that describes the character's personality. So I'm not talking about what color hair they have, what color eyes they have, what color their shirts are. I'm talking about those words that are like, okay, they're brave, funny, shy, kind-hearted, mean, lazy. Those words that describe their personality. So what kind of person are they? Think about Opal real quick in your head. Think of one word that you would use to describe Opal. Is she mean, brave, kind-hearted, nice, shy, lazy? And then we also have to think about what the characters do and say. So remember, because sometimes when you describe a character, I'm going to ask why. Why do you think that? Why is she nice? Why is she mean? And you have to use things that the character, so Opal, does or says that helps you give reason to your thoughts. So if you say she's kind-hearted, why do you say that? What things has Opal done or said that are kind-hearted? So let's look at this. I want you guys to look real closely at this. I'm gonna try to make it super big. This is a really important little anchor chart we have here, and I'll put this on our Canvas page. So characters, we have emotions versus traits. So those are two different things. So emotions describe how a character feels at a certain time. So you can ask yourself, how does the character feel right now? Examples are scared, surprised, angry, upset, embarrassed, jealous, excited. So those would be how a character feels at one specific point in the story. If something bad happened, how would the character feel? Traits are different. Traits describe the character's personality. How does the character usually behave? Meaning, what patterns are they showing? So examples of these are kind, bossy, determined, shy, outgoing, mean, friendly, reckless, brave, generous, confident, selfish, compassionate, cautious, energetic, hardworking. So we have all said that we would give Opal a character trait as kind-hearted or big-hearted. They kind of mean the same thing. And we ask ourselves, how does the character usually behave? And we have seen that in several chapters throughout this book that Opal has been kind-hearted. She's done things for people, done things for the dogs. So we know that this is a trait because she's constantly showing us again and again and again how she's being kind-hearted. So who can answer my question right here? How does Opal act towards others? How does Opal act towards others? Is she nice, mean? What would you guys say? How does Opal act towards another person? If you want to send me a chat, that's fine. You can send me a chat. How does Opal act towards others? Send me a chat. How does Opal act towards others? Send me a chat. Send me a chat. I'm asking you a question. How does Opal act towards others? How does Opal act towards others? All right, I got one chat. I'm gonna need way more from you guys. How does Opal act towards others? Word for word, okay? So think about in our book, Because of Winn-Dixie. A quote would be, let's see. A quote would be here. I've been talking to him and he agreed with me that since I'm 10 years old, you should tell me 10 things about my mama. Just 10 things, that's all. That is a quote because Opal said that, okay? She said it, it came directly from her mouth. That is a quote, okay? So we are going to practice writing in quotes today, okay? We're gonna practice writing quotes today. So I want all you guys, real quick, before we start, I want you to look at your little paragraph you wrote yesterday. Remember your homework for yesterday was to finish that paragraph. You had a claim. Our claim was, let me get my paragraph up. So our second claim was the name. So we remember you always state the book. The name of our book is Each Kindness. And then you do our claim. My claim is that people are mean to Maya. And then I needed to have 2 examples from the book. So this is where you guys had to do your own work. So this is what I came up with. And I want to see if anyone else has similar, or anyone would like to read their paragraph. For example, Chloe won't smile or play with her. Also, the students talk about her clothes. So those are my 2 reasons why I think people are mean to Maya. So all I have to do is finish it with restating my claim. So I'm going to put these are.
We have to write that because I'm writing it.
No. You don't have to write this. You should have written something yesterday. I'm just showing you what I ended up writing. All right. Okay. So this is my paragraph from yesterday. We started everything that you see in purple. We did that together. And then you were supposed to come up with 2 examples from the story that showed that people were mean to Maya. That was what you had to do. You had to finish the paragraph. Does anyone want to read their paragraph that they wrote yesterday? Kamaya, you got to talk real loud, sweetie, okay?
Number 1 or 2?
Just read whatever you wrote yesterday.
Okay. The name of our story is Each Kindness. My claim is that people is being mean to Maya. For example, no one will play with her. Also, no one smiled back at her. All of these examples how people are mean to Maya.
Awesome. She named her story. She named her claim. She had 2 great examples, and she even restated her claim at the end. She said, these are examples of how people are mean to Maya. Perfect. Good job, Kamaya. Anyone else want to share theirs? Oscar.
The name of our story is Each Kindness. My claim that Chloe is not kind. For example, Maya asked Chloe to play. This was 2 days ago.
That's okay. Do you have the one from yesterday?
For the example, Maya yes, I do.
Can you read
Maya
that?
asked this one is from yesterday.
Yeah, read that one.
Okay. My example is people are mean to Maya. For example, Maya asked Chloe to play, but Chloe said no. Also, when Maya asked, guess who the new toy Jack's champion is, and then Chloe ignored her.
Perfect. So we had really 2 great examples. So So the only thing we'd have to add, Oscar, is just that last sentence that restates the claim. So you could say, these are things in the story that show how people were mean to Maya, or these are examples of how people were mean to Maya. But good, I like your examples. So look how Kamaya and Oscar both had the same claim that that people are mean to Maya, but they had different examples from the book. They had different ways of supporting it. So that's what you guys should have done yesterday. If you did not do that, today, then that's what you need to work on. But today, what we are going to focus on is we're going to use the same claim. We're going to use the same claim that people are mean to Maya. But for one of our examples, we're going to put in a quote. All right. So I'm going to show you how we are going to write this, okay? So everyone get to a new page. Or just if you have room on the bottom of your page, that works too. All right. And we are going to start out how we always start out. We have to say the name of our book. So really, we're almost just rewriting the paragraph we wrote yesterday, but we're changing them in the middle part of it a little bit, okay? So we're going to say, our book is called, so you guys should be writing this down. Oh, we forgot the date, 1-8-21. Our book is called Each Kindness. And then we're going to put our claim. Remember, we're just going to use the same claim. So I'm going to say my claim is that people are mean to Maya.
You pause for a second.
Yep, I'm going to pause and let you guys catch up. All right, so you should be writing this down. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to say, for example, but this time we're going to find a quote. So a quote, again, is something that somebody says. So we have to find a quote of somebody saying something that makes us think, huh, that's kind of mean thing to say to Maya or to say about Maya, or that makes you think that's really mean towards Maya. Does anyone recall? This is where I want you guys right now to look into the book. So you guys all have access to the book, remember? if you go to your Google Drive and you're in that folder, it is the one that says Each Kindness Book PDF. If you double click it, you could scroll through. See if, I want you guys to take a minute and see if you could find a quote, something that somebody said word for word. Now it looks like quotes here, what people say, they're kind of slanted letters, okay? So see if you guys, right now, I want you guys to look through the story. Is there somewhere in the story that you could find those slanted words of somebody being mean to Maya or saying something mean to Maya? I'm gonna give you guys about 2 minutes to look through that book to see if you could find some slanted words of something somebody said that was mean towards Maya. And then I want you to raise your hand if you find something.
What is slanted words?
So look here. Do you see, look at these. So I'm just saying, so normally quotes, they have quotations marks around them, but here they just make the words look differently. So do you see how it says this is Maya and hello? Do you see how those words are kind of crooked? Those are quotes. That's what the people say. I think I heard her whisper hello. She had a girl with her. She said to us, this is Maya. Our teacher, Miss Albert, said, say good morning to our new student. So all you could tell, because it looks different from the other letters. So anytime you see this kind of fancy writing, that's a quote. Does that help, Kweku?
No.
Okay, Kweku, do you see this page? Can you see my page?
Yes.
This says, our teacher, Miss Albert, said, and then do you see how the letters underneath here look different?
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. So our teacher, Miss Albert, said, say good morning to our new student. This is what a quote is. A quote is something that somebody says. So if I scroll down here, look, I see that, okay, all normal letters, normal letters, normal letters. Okay, here's some letters that are kind of slanted. It's a high bouncer, she said. So we know that that is what exactly Maya said. She said it's a high bouncer. All right, guys, we are running out of time, so we're just gonna look at this page. So you could see my page right here. All right. That afternoon, when we got back into the classroom, Maya whispered to me, bet you can't guess who the new Jax champion of the world is. Behind me, Andrew whispered, Chloe's got a new friend. Chloe's got a new friend. She's not my friend, I whispered back. What quote can we use from that page that tells us that people are mean to Maya? Susan, what do you think?
She's not my friend.
Perfect. Exactly. That's what I was thinking too. So let's go back to our paper. So this is how we write it. For example, Chloe said. This is how we write a quote. Ready? You put a comma and then 2 quotation marks. They're like a comma and then 2 kind of air quotation marks. And then you just write exactly what Chloe said. So I have to make sure so she put she's not my friend. Period. And then you end quote. So I have opening quotation marks to start it. And then I have end quotes. So then everything that somebody said will be put in these quotation marks. It's exactly what they said. All right, so the only other thing I want you to do today, your homework, and I will put this on our writing page, is you need to find one other quote in the story where somebody's being mean to Maya. So just how we wrote this one, Chloe said, she's not my friend. You would say also, blank said, blah, 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 blah. That is your assignment for writing today, okay? We're going to end in a minute, but you have plenty of time after lunch and recess to work on this, okay? So again, listen, eyes on me, eyes up here, what you are doing. I will put this paragraph that we started on our writing page for Friday. What you guys are going to do, we found one quote where somebody said something that shows us how they're being mean to Maya. Your job is to look in that book and find one more and write it down on our paragraph. That is your job. All right. If you